the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anthony Barr brought him down. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Play brings up 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the Packers' 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It's definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Packers nothing.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
What we got? 47 Mike, 47.
Here's Love. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Love. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Yard line. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Check, 47. Don't say nothing. 47, Mike.
1st down, going to the air with Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Jaguars 14, Packers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll find DeGuara complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, Love to pass. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
30-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Love now to pass on 1st down. escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now Pollard, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, Incomplete.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 7.
56.
They'll set up to throw. Connection made with Chenault. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On play action. Love to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much. Maybe a couple. And 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Caleb Chason in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Clark in on the
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From field stripe. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 10. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
Love now on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Love. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down. Here's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags to give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll run with Pollard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Packers 21. Jaguars.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by...
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. They've got to...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Jaguars 28, Packers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Love looking to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.